Hey, Mike with Day-to-Day Millionaire here. In today's video, just going to talk about the concept of sales being a numbers game and tracking your stats while you're building your door-to-door sales business. So, a couple concepts that you want to keep in mind. One, that sales is a numbers game. So, one thing, if you're not out doing at least 50 doors, talking to at least 50 people every single day, that might be why you're not getting the results that you're looking for. So what does that mean? Well, you want to get out there and get in contact with at least that many people. And if you're not making sales, it could be because you're not going through enough numbers, going through enough no's to get to those qualified prospects that want to buy your product and service. Another aspect with that, though, is if you are hitting that number, but you're not making sales, you're not getting the results that you're looking for, there's a couple factors that might be in play. So one, you might be spending too much time with the wrong people, and you're in the convincing mode. You're trying to convince people to buy your products, to buy your services that just really aren't interested, and you're wasting too much time with those people when you could be moving on and talking to someone that is actually interested, and then they want to buy your products and services. So that's one aspect. Another aspect is you might just not have the skills yet. So maybe your initial greeting isn't that great. Maybe you're not the best at closing right now. Maybe you don't really know how to overcome objections. There could be a bunch of different factors. And this is why it's important to track your stats and keep track of what you're doing. Because if you don't really know where you might be falling short, what you might be messing up on. So that's why it's important to track your stats, because if you know how many people you're seeing, you know how many people you actually talk to, how many people you actually get into your presentation with, how many you're saying no, and then how many are saying yes, you can see where the breakdown is. So again, if you're talking to a lot of people, but maybe you're never really getting to your spiel, you're never really getting to your sales pitch, well, you might be messing up on the initial greeting. Or, again, if you're getting through your presentation, but no one's buying, they're giving you all kinds of objections, well, maybe you're not the best at closing. Or again, maybe you messed up on that initial greeting, didn't build enough rapport, and you can never make the close. You do everything else right, but they're not buying your products and services. So again, this is why it's important to track your stats and know the numbers, because if you're hitting the production-wise, you're going through enough people, and you're spending time with the right people, you can find different breakdowns and where you might be messing up. And again, you can focus on those skills and improve those, work within your strengths, but improve your weaknesses to, again, increase your sales numbers. So again, just understanding that sales is a numbers game. You just got to go through the numbers, but what gets measured gets done. So if you focus on tracking your stats and learning what's going on, you can pinpoint holes in your sales process. So again, hopefully you guys got benefited out of this. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And then again, maybe you're struggling with overcoming objections. Maybe that's one area that's a weakness for you. Well, if you're in pest control marketing, be sure to head on over to d2dmillionaire.com and just enter your name and email. You can download our free video training on how to overcome the 8 most common objections in pest control marketing. So if you ever get objections like, I need to think about it, I need to talk to my spouse, I don't have the money to get started today, we overcome those different 8 objections and more in that free training video. So again, just enter your name and email over at d2dmillionaire.com for access to that. But appreciate you guys for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.